Welcome back to Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to go down a spiral in the Book of Saw. And this brings back director Darren Lynn Bousman, who did 2, 3 and 4 of the Saw franchise, and stars Chris Rock, Samuel L. Jackson and Max Minghella. Well, here we have a spin-off from Saw, which is very much about a police detective that starts having to investigate a string of police murders with torturous games. That could easily be from Jigsaw, but we've made very clear it is not, and it's going to be a copycat. Okay. Now, as a fan of the Saw movies, the Saw ones, not Jigsaw, I liked how these movies used to have a big arc and all the detectives and everything that could or couldn't be doing, and the apprentices, and I liked watching that side of Saw. It's very well connected, in my opinion. I don't really care too much for the traps, they're just there for a bit of gore. So, this one tries to do something different. Yay! So, the 3 ups. Um, Number one is actually Zeke's character. Detective Zeke Banks is an unpopular detective because he has outed certain corruption within the force. A lot of the other cops look at him and think he's a bit of a rat when, in fairness, he's the guy doing the job correctly. And I think there was meant to be more of a message about making sure that you are on the right side of the law if you are the law in his character. There's plenty of backstory to him, and his determination to do the right thing will always come through in this movie. Number 2 is, well, the spiral's pretty, like the symbol that he uses, and the weird new puppet works, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be a hard list, isn't it? I'm not going to lie. I didn't really like this movie. Um, so, what could number 3 be? They did bring back the music. That was good. Yeah. So that's the 3 ups. Sorry, they weren't more detailed. There's just not much to like about this movie. The 3 downs are the fact that the traps fall into the later traps problem, where they don't seem like they're in any realistic survivable. Now, you look at the first couple of Saw movies, and a lot of the traps are designed very methodically to be survivable with a little bit of damage. These are drastic damages you need to take to survive. It also falls into one of the things I really hated in the later Saws is someone else has the decision where someone can survive. I think that's terrible design for what we once had. It's like the whole point is it's a single person needing to decide whether they deserve to survive, and that falls into that. And this is just number 1, right? So, God. Uh, Number 2 then is the fact this movie is so cop based is ridiculous. There's just so many people against each other in this office. It's like they all hate each other, and it just like, how are they ever going to work together to do the right thing if they're just being asses to each other? I was like, the only one that seems to know what he wants is Zeke's character, and at the end of the day, it's sort of there's more detectives than police officers, and one certain scene, the police somehow turn up in a force of like 80 vans. Okay, exaggeration. There's about 6 or 7 vans that turn up after a phone call a minute ago. It's like, they don't go that quickly, these police. Come on. Um, Number 3 is, I hate to say this, the wasted potential of having Samuel L. Jackson in a movie like this. This character he plays could have been played by anyone. It is such a boring character that he's playing, And I just don't know why you would have wasted. It feels like the word wasted is the right word here, but wasted a large amount of the budget on hiring Samuel Jackson when the character's barely important to anything going on. It's just, it really does fall into a bad Saw movie. Even if I was to rank the Saw movies, this one would probably come up last. I just really didn't like it. I know it's trying to be something different, and at the end of the day, it could have been quite a good little dark crime thriller. Just it didn't need the connection to Saw to pull off that. You could have had a pulled away from the pointless traps, if I'm honest. Had an interesting thriller that would have focused a lot more on what was actually clever in this movie. Police looking to out each other for their crimes, which is part of Zeke's character that gets completely ignored for most of the movie, which is quite clearly a better storyline than what we got. In the end, I am going to give Spiral from the Book of Saw a 1 out of 5. I can't even bring it up to a 2. It's so close to a 2 just because of the important message it wanted to have. But in the end, that's where I'm leaving it. Tell me what you thought of Spiral from the Book of Saw in the comments below. And until next time, try and enjoy your movies. Goodbye.